教えて、リンドーちゃん。はい、リンドです。
Short-haired waifus to the veteran weeb that character is already in line towards being rejected by the main protagonist. And why? Why does the character type of a short-haired heroine have to always be the one who is rejected? Okay, I'm just gonna say it out there. I really just believe that, it's just a thing, I guess. I suppose a lot of animes, mangas, light novel series have already depicted, or not depicted rather, but have, followed the same similar trope wherein the short-haired heroine gets rejected and the main protagonist goes for the long-haired one. At least that's what most of these romances would show. But there's a lot of times as well where the short-haired protagonist would win. Fuka, for example, and a couple of other more. So when did this trope start? Well, it's quite been a long time, really, isn't it? A lot of waifu wars, Nisekoi, ReZero, quintessential quintuplets, I guess, and a couple of other more OG romances or harems, rom-coms in particular, dramas even. The short-haired girl is always usually the one who gets rejected. And why, right? Why does this type of character trope even happen? The answer to that, I don't know. It's really subjective. It's really up to the author's ideas or thoughts as to who gets rejected or not, who is the best girl. And, for that reason, it's just a matter of taste, I suppose. I don't know. But nevertheless, a lot of people also really love the short-haired waifu to, actually also become the winner. Some may say that this character really deserves it. I also agree most cases. And some would say no. This girl, the one with the long hair, she's the main heroine. She's the best girl. I mean, lock onto that. I'm a believer in short-haired waifu supremacy as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. These type of waifu materials, they have a really strong allure in their own way. Especially if, I don't know, it's really just a matter of tastes and preference. If you especially find the way that this character is designed with short hair, the way that it's styled with short hair, it blends perfectly with the whole characteristic trait and the personality, outfits, I suppose, the character design in general, then it works. It's all subjective. And for authors to have this, anime, harems or romances, rom-coms, to have this stereotype of having the short-haired girl rejected, it's just a matter of how they wanted the story to go, and there's no particular reason why every short-haired waifu has to be the one who's rejected. It's just a matter of what the author wants to do with the story, and I guess it's just following the stereotype, I guess. Osamaki, for example, the rom-com where the childhood friend won't lose. Keep talking about that or going back to that example, but that series has a lot of cliche in it. You can basically say it's rooted to a lot. So you have the main protagonist who is the main hero, rather, the first childhood friend that we're introduced with. She is a childhood friend, short hair, waifu character type of material, and the one who we would expect to be the rejected one. But then you have the competition where you have the Emoto figure type, of course, clearly rejected as well. Then up against this character's up against the long-haired prim and proper type. Now, what does it do? What happens? The story tries to inject a lot of a lot of these common tropes and cliches, and it honestly just mingles. It really confuses my mind as to who truly is fitting or who truly is the right person for this guy. But yet again, the guy is such a total he's such a total pain, to be honest. I'm just making it clear out there. Suihara, the main protagonist of the rom-com with Childhood Friend Won't Lose, he is really jumping back and forth with his feelings. It's confusing. It can be frustrating, irritating at some point. The way that you just shift that easily and really be unsure with your feelings, I get that, right? I get that. I understand that you're going through a hard time. and I also feel I can also show sympathy for you. But when it comes to something as serious as being in a relationship, right? Get your game together at least, or just be clear, right? Don't make any regrets as long as you do that, right? Then we're all cool. Gone off track there. People would ask, why are they rejected? I don't know. Does it have something to do with the way authors wanted to follow the stereotype, the way that's just a personal preference, or something more, that's just dear to them, or not dear to them, something that's they just wanted to put it that way for whatever, for whatever reason, right? And yeah, I have no right to actually, judge whether or not someone is the best girl or not. A lot of waifu was, for instance, they create, they give the author gives out a lot of these waifus to choose from, to pick as to who is the best fit for the main protagonist. If a good harem does well, then it would probably end in the harem route. Other than that, a straightforward harem, realistic harem rather, then the main protagonist would have to choose one person, and that main heroine that the main protagonist would choose happens to be the one who is long haired, suppose. But yeah, short haired waifus. Keep going back. What do they, or what character type do they usually have, or be usually portrayed in a lot of rom-coms? An energetic childhood friend, one who is always there for the main protagonist, again childhood friend, acting as like this big sister or little sister or even mother figure in a way, right? In a way. And yet again, the main protagonist chooses another girl anyway. So yeah. But that doesn't mean that the short-haired waifu is always going to be the one who's rejected. No, there is a lot of wonderful waifus who have, short hair, is really badass, really, proud, strong, and really independent, that type of character. So yeah, short-haired waifus and the stereotype, or the stereotype that they're the character who's always rejected, the rom-coms and comedies. It's just a matter of how the author wants to portray the story. Nothing wrong with that at all. And people should love them. People should appreciate them more. I believe in short-haired waifu supremacy.